distinguished dignitaries, colleagues from industry, invitees, and all my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to be speaking virtually at the conference on future of mobility, India's journey towards net zero, organized by Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. The transport plays a crucial role in the overall development of a country and is the fundamental service for infrastructure development. Unfortunately, 85% of our energy requirement needs of the Indian transport sector are fulfilled through imported fossil fuels. India consumes about 30% of the world's fossil fuel needs, and we are spending about rupees 16 lakh crore on their imports. Friends, we are standing at a very crucial junction, and whatever policies we decide right now for transport fuels, it will shape the sector for at least next 30 years to come. The target of achieving net zero by 2070 set by our Prime Minister is very much achievable, and if we follow the strategic and systematic approach towards transportation. With rising air pollution levels in major cities like Delhi and even other big cities, there is an immediate need to decarbonize the transport sector. The future mobility must be a sustainable in the economy, ecology, and environment point of view. Our government is progressing on the policy of adopting import substitute, cost effective, pollution free, and indigenous fuels for the transport sector. We are taking many steps to facilitate the use of ethanol, methanol, bio-CNG, bio-LNG, electric vehicles, hybrid electric vehicles with flex fuels, hydrogen fuel cells. And we are constantly revising emission norms to reduce the pollution from vehicles. Recently, I visited the Auto Expo in Delhi and was amazed to see the giant leap taken by the auto industry in alternative fuels, particularly in the area of hydrogen IC engines vehicles, where we can directly use hydrogen as a fuel in slightly modified petrol or diesel engines. I also visited IISc in Bangalore, where scientists have demonstrated production of hydrogen using biomass. And this particular technology has the potential to completely transform the rural economy in India. In this model, the farmers can produce green hydrogen and can supply that as a fuel to heavy duty buses and trucks. Another area which has the capacity to increase agriculture income is flex engines, where you can use either 100% bioethanol or 100% petrol. Recently, I had launched India's first flex engine car by Toyota in India. Now I have given the target to the auto industry to develop world's first BS6 compliant flex engine and launch it in India. India is primarily an agriculture nation, and if we make our along with Annadata, their incomes will increase, and India import will decrease, and the pollution will decrease, as well as it is in win-win for all. The studies show that the BS4 level hybrid flex engine are much less polluting than BS6 petrol engines. Also, after my prolonged efforts, I am happy to tell you that using Russian technology, we have managed to make the average of ethanol equal to petrol. This technology will be a game changer for the ethanol sector. Indian Oil Research Laboratory has developed a technology by which parali, that is rice straw, can be converted into ethanol and which can be used as a fuel. In this process, we get a byproduct as a biobitumen, which can be used as a sustainable material in road construction. I am also using ethanol as a fuel for drones for agriculture purposes such as spraying, which is an excellent indigenous and cost-effective solution for our farmers. India is a power surplus nation. Electric mobility is gaining good momentum in the country, and public transport on electricity and hydrogen is the future. We have huge demand for electric two-wheelers, electric autos, electric rickshaws, electric cars in the domestic market. I have recently started using an electric three-wheeler of TVS in Nagpur for transporting vegetables. This kind of penetration of the EVs in the real success of this technology, many startups and new entrants in EV industry are manufacturing low range and low cost EV models which are extremely cost efficient, and it is very important for the country. We have abundant solar energy that we can convert into electricity for EVs. This will ensure a zero carbon energy cycle. Our research and academic institutions are working hard for the development of indigenous and low-cost battery technologies. Indian Oil is doing excellent research in aluminum air technology, and there is no need to recharge the battery via electricity. This technology gives a driving range of 450 kilometers, is very important. Further, while discouraging use of petrol and diesel fuels, our focus is on gradually shifting on maximum use of public transport modes. Due to lower operating cost and economic viability, the municipal corporations and state transport undertakings are procuring and operating electric buses for their intercity and intercity fleets. We have now approved the scrapping of more than 9 lakh government vehicles, which are more than 15 years old. Old and polluted buses and cars will go off the road, and new vehicles with alternative fuels will replace them. This will further reduce air pollution to a great extent. I have recently launched an electric double-decker bus in Mumbai, which would completely transform our public transport system, apart from reducing the air and noise pollution in the cities. It will provide relief to traffic congestion and terminal parking issues. I had the opportunity to see a luxury Volvo bus in the Auto Expo. The need of the hour is to have more buses on electric with all the world-class comforts and facilities, as it will attract more and more people towards public transport and discourage uses of personal vehicles. This is very important. We are working on the ropeway, cable cars, and funicular rail systems are being developed at hilly, remote, and congested urban areas for providing last-mile connectivity. These modes can operate on electricity generated from renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and hydropower. This is very important for the country. Lots of companies are making electric trucks, which would significantly bring down the logistic cost while reducing the heavy air pollution due to diesel-based cargo traffic. Our world-class greenfield expressways and highways will further reduce the travel time and reduce the air pollution, at the same time reduce the cost in the fuel. The use of bio-CNG as a vehicular fuel is also encouraged in India. The bio-CNG is a cheaper and less polluting substitute over diesel, and we have surplus rice straw parali available that can be converted into bio-CNG, and 5 tons of rice straw is giving 1 ton of bio-CNG. I have also launched the first ever agriculture tractor run on bio-CNG, and the economics allow savings of rupees 1 lakh for Indian farmers. The municipal waste can be used to generate bio-CNG in my constituency in Nagpur. We have converted city buses into bio-CNG, And LNG as a fuel for long-run trucks and buses is economically viable. I have recently inaugurated LNG trucks, which have huge tank capacity and can go up to 100 and 1,400 kilometers in a single fill of the tank. This can transport the goods and cargo movement in the country with minimal pollution. Also, the cost of conversion of the diesel truck into LNG is only rupees 10 lakh, which can be recovered within a year. The retrofitment of old and polluting diesel buses into bio-CNG and LNG is an innovative alternative to cut down pollution from old buses without impacting financial health of the state transport corporation undertakings. The government is committed to the protection of ecology and the environment on the path of development. And it is a moral responsibility and duty of the stakeholders to encourage an important green technology which would secure and preserve the capacities of our present and the future generations. Materials and technology that focus on the recyclability and sustainability must be strongly encouraged. I am looking forward to your progressive recommendations and suggestions on how we can work together to create the right set of policy frameworks and nurture a win-win ecosystem for sustainable mobility in the country. It is very important, I feel, that the double-decker electric luxury buses from the point to point like Delhi to Chandigarh, Delhi to Jaipur, Delhi to Simla, Delhi to Lucknow, Delhi to Kanpur, Mumbai to Bangalore, Mumbai to Aurangabad, Mumbai to Nagpur. This type of new business class double-decker electric buses also can be a good solution, because we need to discourage the use of private vehicles. That is very important. Today, we are making the excellent express highway access control green highway where it can be possible. Now with the green highway up to the end of this year, we will offer you from Delhi to Chandigarh 2.5 hours, Delhi to Dehradun 2 hours, Delhi to Haridwar 2 hours, Delhi to Jaipur 2 hours, Delhi to Amritsar 4 hours, Delhi to Katra 6 hours, Delhi to Srinagar 8 hours, Delhi to Mumbai 12 hours, then Mumbai, Nagpur to Pune in 6 hours, now Nagpur to Mumbai in 6 hours, then Chennai to Bangalore in 2 hours, and Bangalore to Mysore in 1 hour. We are making a lot of green express highway where we can reduce the traffic, the transport time. At the same time, we will reduce the cost of the fuel. Even this is a competition for aviation. When it is to be possible from going to Delhi to Dehradun 2 hours, no one will use flights. Now I remember when I got appointed to construct Mumbai-Pune Express Highway. At that time, there was 8 flights between Mumbai to Pune. But now from last 20 years, there is no flight to Mumbai to Pune. So this type of new revolution, which we are waiting. We are planning to make an electric highway. Now we have a meeting with the scientific advisor of the Prime Minister, and we are planning to make the e-highway from Delhi to Jaipur as a pilot project, by which we can use electric buses, electric trucks, trolley buses, and we can reduce the logistic cost. Presently in the Indian economy, we have most important challenge is logistic cost. The logistic cost in China is 8 to 10%. Logistic cost in European countries is 12%. And logistic cost in USA is 12%. And logistic cost in India is 16 to 17%. By reducing logistic cost by 6 to 7%, our ambition is to take it in single digit. I am 100% confident we will increase our export by 2 times. We will be more competitive in the world market. And that is exactly most important thing for all of us. The other important thing which I will expect from the FICCI people, that this is the time where we need your cooperation. First of all, cooperation for investment in the public mobility, particularly mass rapid transport on electricity, on hydrogen, in the private public sector. The most important thing is I don't want to convince you, But first of all, this is economically viable. Any success of any project, we need appropriate technology, a proven technology. Second is availability of raw material. Third is marketability. And the fourth important thing is economic viability. The most important thing with the public transport, where I feel serious cooperation from the FICCI people, that this is a sector we have a economic viability is there. I'm not only appealing on the ground of pollution. I am talking about the economic viability. Ultimately, the pollution is there. We can save the air pollution. That is the important thing. But the economic viability is most important thing for the commercial people, those who can understand this. Now, just I am giving you example that when we received the tender for electric buses, 4,500 buses, the cost coming for non-AC bus 39 rupees per kilometer, and AC bus is 41 rupees per kilometer. Now the bus running on diesel in best, the cost is coming 115 rupees per kilometer. So this is the way that this is economically viable. Why our public transport are making losses? Because we need a sophisticated technological system by which we can use the card, not ticket. By which at the front gate there will be entry, there will be camera. At the time of the entrance and the time of when they're coming down, they will show the card. That type of system will reduce a lot of losses, the whatever there in the particularly ticket system. It can be really economically viable. We will get the full tickets, cost of the tickets. At the same time, the fuel, no one can take electricity from the battery. So that is the reason that this is to be one of the important way by which we can make our public transport economically viable. We can make just like European standard double-decker electric buses with the private travels, starting from Delhi to Simla. For tourism, we can use it. There will be a great comfort like business class in aviation. So huge potential is there. We are developing religious tourism. We are developing adventure sports. We are making good roads. We are making 670 roadside amenities. And we are making all type of arrangement to the people for attracting the tourism in the country. So there is a huge economic viability. My request to the FICCI authorities that because of the economic viability, when the profitability is there, how we can engage Indian industry, Indian capital, Indian people taking interest into all these new ventures which are economically viable, and economic viability is very attractive. And that is one of the reasons that today government is pushing. But we need equally cooperation from the public-private sector. We are making good roads. We are encouraging public transport. Even we can start the ropeway, cable car, funicular system. Even the sky bus. I'm thinking on the line to make the sky bus having the capacity of 200 people in the sky for Bangalore. We are using a lot of new technology, light rail transport. The capital cost is comparatively is very less as compared with the metro. So these are the mass rapid transport on electricity, on green hydrogen is the fuel. We can make green hydrogen. We are making hydrogen from the petroleum. We name it as brown hydrogen. We will make the hydrogen from the carbon, that is to be black hydrogen. But we can make hydrogen from biomass. We can use parali. We can make bitumen. We can make organic carbon from the parali. The proven technology is there. Now we want to commercialize the technology, and we are ready to purchase all bitumen we have. We can make by this process. This can be possible. Presently in the country, we have need is for 80 lakh ton of bitumen. And only 50 lakh ton of bitumen is capacity is we are taken from the Indian refineries, and 30 lakh ton we are making import. If we can make the bitumen from dry straw, the parali in Punjab, Haryana, where they are burning and creating pollution for Delhi, it is conversion of waste into wealth, by which we can get the bitumen. And even by using biotechnology, we can encourage biomass, and using biomass making for bio CNG, bio LNG, then green hydrogen, and also we can make bio bitumen and organic carbon where we can use in agriculture. Now, presently, my last request to all of you that in our GDP growth, 12% only contribution from agriculture and allied sector, 22 to 24% from the manufacturing sector, and 52 to 54% from the service sector. If we can make more investment in agriculture for green hydrogen, for making bio CNG, bio LNG, for bio bitumen, all types of new technology for agriculture, rural, tribal India is very important. For Atmanirbhar Bharat, we need to encourage more investment in agriculture, rural, and tribal India. The 65 to 70% of population is depending upon agriculture, rural, tribal in the forest area, where they only contribute 12%. If we can increase this contribution from 12% to 24%, it is going to create more jobs in agriculture, rural, and tribal area, and even increasing in agriculture growth in that area, which we can make not only smart cities, but we can make smart villages, and that is very important for Atmanirbhar Bharat. Our aim is to make Indian economy as number one economy, largest and super economic power in the world. That is the dream of our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji. And for that reason, the Atmanirbhar Bharat is the mission. Without making rural agriculture and tribal economy strong, we cannot make Atmanirbhar Bharat. And without developing alternative fuel, green hydrogen, ethanol, and even you giving more agro industry, tourism in the forest area, using of forest material for industry, by encouraging more employment potential, we can eradicate the poverty in the rural agriculture and tribal India, and they will contribute more in the GDP growth of the country. So this is the most important thing for the country now. And where the people like you who are concerned with the investment, who are the entrepreneurizing the Indian industry, and who has got a vision of how we can develop the India, your diversification towards agriculture, rural, and tribal India is going to create more strength for the country. I'm really happy that this is exactly the link where on the way by which we can march ahead towards the development of our country, and where your personal and your organizational contribution for encouraging people and giving them the knowledge of the technology and encouragement for more capital investment in this sector is very important. I wish you all the success in every task you undertake in the interest of nation building. I am giving my all best wishes to all stakeholders who are present there. I'm very sorry because of some urgent work. I have to come back to Nagpur, so I am not presently present there. But I am giving my all best wishes to all of you. I am always available in Delhi for any new initiative, new planning, new suggestions. You always welcome to me. Once again, thank you very much. Namaskar.
Honorable Minister, for those insightful remarks. And sir, most humbly